This lesson, I'll teach you product thinking in the simplest way possible, okay? And not just teach you, I'll teach you how to actually apply it as a product manager, okay? And by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to understand what product thinking really means. You know how PMs think differently, and you'll be able to apply product thinking to real product decisions. So if you're new to product management, this lesson is a must for you, okay? Because everything is built on this. Okay, so let's dive in. So what is product thinking? Product thinking is how a product manager thinks before anything is built. So it is a habit of understanding who the product is for, understanding what problem your users are facing, understanding why that problem matters, and making sure solving that problem helps the business. So after all of these must have been done, that is only when you can start building. So if you are to remember one thing from all I have said so far, remember this: product thinking means solving the right problem and not just building something. So why product thinking exists? Product thinking exists because companies fail not because they can't build software. They fail because they build things nobody needs. They solve small problems while ignoring big ones and waste time on features that don't move the business. So product thinking exists to prevent waste. And your job as a PM is to protect the team's time by making sure every effort goes into the right problems. So now let's look at how non-PMs think versus how PMs think. Non-PMs know this is how they will think if such issues should come up. Imagine when users, okay, imagine an issue where users want feature X. So for non-PMs, for non-product thinking PMs, they will say, okay, let's just build it. But that's wrong. As a PM with product thinking, you don't just go ahead to build a product you don't understand. So you have to ask questions. Why do users want this? What problem are they trying to solve? And is this the best way to solve it? Okay, that's what differentiates you from a non-product thinking PM. You go deeper because as a PM, you're not expected to take requests at face value. You must investigate. You don't just build features because users want features. You have to understand what the problem is, which of your users are facing this issue. No, does solving this issue matter, and what's the does it help the does it help solve the business problems, or does it help the business goals? You have to ask these questions before you jump into building things. Okay. The core idea you must understand is users ask for features, but they experience problems. So you must understand the problem behind their request. Eh? Your job is to translate feature requests into real problems. That transition process is product thinking. Now imagine users saying, this app is too slow. A bad PM response would be, let's add a faster server. But a good product thinking response goes, what part is slow? What When does it happen? How often does it happen? Who is affected most? And does it cause users to leave? You check the impact. Then, after you must have asked and have answers for those questions, and you've asked and you've gotten answers for these thorough questions, you might discover that the app is low only on poor internet, or only during onboarding, or only for old phones. Now you can solve the real problems and not just guessing. Eh? Product thinking is simply asking the right questions. Every good PM repeatedly asks, who is this for? Is it for new users? Is it for existing users? Is it for paying customers? Okay. So they also ask what problem are they facing? What's their pain? What's the friction they face? What's the confusion? And what's the cause of the delay? Not just that, they ask why does this problem matter? Is it frequent? Is it painful? Does it block a key action? And they ask how does this help the business? Does it lead to more revenue? Does it better retention? Does it lower cost? Does it boost growth? And not just that, they ask, how will we know it worked? So this could be gotten via metrics, behavior change, and outcomes. Now let's have a look at the key differences between product thinking and feature thinking. So feature thinking is all about building what's requested, while product thinking is solving what matters. Feature thinking focus on output, while product thinking focus on outcome. Feature thinking is opinion driven, while product thinking is evidence driven. Feature thinking is short term, while product thinking is long term. So as a PM, you pay to think, not to code. Okay. Now, how let's have a look at how product thinking works in the real job. So let's say you're a junior PM and you receive this. Customers want instant booking. Here is how you apply product thinking step by step. Okay, let's see. So the first step is don't just accept the request. You have to investigate, you have to ask who wants this, how many users, and what happens without it. So the second step is to identify the problem. You might find customers abandon bookings because they wait too long for confirmation. Now that's the real problem you need to solve. You have to remove the delay in confirmation. The first step is to connect to business impact. Okay, so what does abandoned bookings mean to the business? What does it cause the business? Does it lead to lost revenue? What is the effect? What is the impact of poor experience to the business? Does it lead to low retention? You have to ask those questions before you know if you should go ahead to build what was requested. And the fourth step is to explore solutions. Instant booking is one option, but not the only option. Maybe faster confirmations, better communication, and clear expectations are solutions. So here is how you can practice product thinking today. Here is a simple exercise you can use daily, which is a 4 sentence product thinking test. So the user who is affected, the problem affects, is it new users? Is it old users? Is it existing users? Is it paying customers or subscribers? So what problem do they struggle with? They struggle with dash because of dash problem. Okay, the impact. This cause dash for the business. What's the outcome? Success looks like dash. If you can write this clearly, you are thinking like a PM. Okay, so here are common beginner mistakes to avoid. Avoid jumping straight to building features. Avoid copying competitors. Avoid treating loud voices as priorities. And avoid ignoring business goals. Okay, because good PMs are curious and not reactive. So here are the key takeaways. Product thinking stands for problems. Features are tools and not goals. PMs balance users and business. Thinking comes before building. And good decisions beat faster decisions. So at the end of the day, I want you to know that if you can explain why something should exist, you're practicing product thinking. Thank you for watching.